it going, guys? My name is TJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 25 franchise video. We're back here with another NFC team, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Before we get into gameplay, leave a like, subscribe, and join the content. Comment down below some more videos, our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like other content from me, TJP. And for those that don't know how we're going to be doing this, it is going to be 5 seasons, injuries on, not meant to be realistic. If we say name wrong, we say name wrong. It's a video game we did today. Don't take it too seriously. Just have some fun and bag on EA. And all the rules are down below in the description. Just like my socials, playlist, tech channel, and main channel. And like and subscribe while you're down there. And that's it. Let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so let's look at the roster that we're going to be fielding. So, remember, we're starting from the preseason, so we're praying that the NFL has not actually started, even though we know it has. So Baker Mayfield will be my starting QB. Halfbacks, you got Rashad White, Bucky Irving, and Chase Edmonds, top 3 guys. Fullback, nobody. Wide receiver, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Trey Palmer, top 3 guys. Tight end to be Cade Otton. Tristan Wirfs, left tackle. Left guard to be Royce Newman. Center, Graham Barton. Right guard to be Cody Monk. Luke is going to be our right tackle. Golston, left end. Right end, Cansey. Vea is going to be our defensive tackle. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka is our left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, we've got Levante David who's hurt right now. Diaby is going to be our right outside linebacker. Yaya. Corners, we got Dean, McCollum, and Hall, top 3 guys. Free safety, Antoine Winfield Jr. Strong safety, Jordan Whitehead. Kicking is McLaughlin. And punting will be Jake Camarda. So that's our team. And yeah, I mean, if we look at the improved team, we could just take a look here and see if there's anybody we could potentially add at some of these positions. Fullback I feel fine on. Get another right guard maybe. Mark Lewinsky, why not sign him to a little contract? You know, if he's here, might as well pick him up. Works for me. Left end, anybody out there that I want? Shaq Lawson for the season. Maybe. I mean, it's not a huge upgrade, but you know, just another left outside, left end. Might as well grab him. So, does it make us better? Slightly, but I think that's it for signings. I don't know if there's any trades we want to make. We could take a quick look at the picks, but I kind of might just keep the team as is for now, and then we'll assess. We just don't have a 6th rounder this year, and then after that we have all of our picks. So we'll look to make maybe some trades at the mid-season point, depending on how we're doing. But for now, let's just rock out with the squad and see how we play in this first season. See you guys in mid-season point. Sitting at 4-3, the Buccaneers. We're looking all right. 4-3 is not bad. If we look at the standings and the stats and all that, we are atop the NFC South. It is tight though, because you can see the Falcons are there too, and the Saints. So we're all at 4-3. So it's a pretty tight tight conference, tight division, whatever you want to call it. We do have some extensions and negotiations we're going to work out. But before we do that, Baker Mayfield, how we playing this year? Not too bad. 1,614 yards, 12 TDs, 2 interceptions, 71% completion percentage, 140 passer rating. So that's pretty good. Rashad White, 355, 1 TD, 144 from Baker. Bucky, 120 and 3 TDs on the rush. Not too much rushing there going on. Mike Evans, 455, 1 TD, 415 and 7 from Chris Godwin. Cade with 344 and 1, 202 and 1 from Trey. That's the receiving, by the way. Sacks got 6 allowed from Wirfs, 2 from Barton, and a bunch of guys with 1. So, all right. Blocking, I'd say. Levante David, 39 tackles. Whitehead, 31. Winfield Jr., 27, 26 from Tryon-Shoyinka. 25 from Jamal Dean. Vea with 24, 23 from Christian. Britt with 20, and it just dips from there. Sacks, 4 from Vea, 3 from Joe. A couple guys with 1, a couple guys with a half sack. Just 3 interceptions as a team. Then you got your kicking, your punting, your kick and punt return as well. I wish our defense was slightly better, but I feel like we're playing okay. I am going to see if we can improve the team with a trade. So let me just load up the draft class. We'll import local file. And then we'll do this. I wish EA just got things right from the jump. I really do, but that's asking too much. Alright, let's see here. Negotiations. Who's up for them? A lot of money here. This must be some good players. Chris Godwin. We'll try to see if we can keep him around. That should get the job done. It does. And again, we can always restructure in the offseason. Hall, we'll give you this. This should get you to stay. Yep. It does. David. This should get you to stay. A little 3-year action. It was exactly the offer. That's good. Shoyinka. We'll throw you this kind of deal. That should work. Glad you're happy. Anybody else here that's kind of needing to be re-signed? Honestly, no. Not really. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's just see if we can make a trade. Try to add some more defensive talent to the team, because as you can see, our rankings. I think I was looking at the Falcons rankings by accident. Our defense is pretty good. It's our offense that could use work, but I want to make our defense better, because you know what? I feel like if we can get stops, that's good, and that's exactly what I want. So, or we could also do a combination, get a couple better linemen, and also get some extra defense in return. So let's look around and see what we can throw together. All right, a done deal here with the Cowboys. I'm trading away our 2nd and 5th pick this year, 3rd and 4th next year, or actually next year's 22nd and 5th, 2 years in the future, 3rd and 4th. We're getting a 4th round pick this year, 6th round pick, as well as Clark, Booth Jr., and Mayfield from the Cowboys. So just some small moves to improve the team a little bit. I mean, they may probably not play, but it is an improvement, I would say. Just get us some more depth. Let's see how we fare the rest of the season, and I'll see you guys once I'm there. All right, so the Buccaneers made the playoffs, and we're taking on the Cowboys. Let's take a look here at the rankings. You can see our defense was good, very good. Offense not as great, but hey, should be a fun matchup. So 10-7. We not win the NFC South. That's okay. Not that it really matters too much. As long as we're in the playoffs, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So let's take a look here at the stats. Baker was not terrible. Maybe a little bit not as great in the second half of the season, but still pretty solid. 23 TDs, 9 interceptions, 66% completion percentage, 93% passer rating, 3,706 yards. I mean, it's fine. Nothing crazy to write home about. White, 897, 10 TDs on the rush, 3 and 3 there from Baker. Bucky, 271 at 5. Mike Evans, 941, 2 TDs, 869, 11 from Chris Godwin. Trey Palmer, 644 and 3, 543 and 1 from Cade. On the receiving, in terms of blocking, 9 sacks and Wirfs. Luke with 5, a couple guys with 4, 2 from Dubin, and 1 from Bradison. On the defensive side of the ball, David, 86 tackles, 64 from Whitehead. A couple guys here at 62, 61 from Winfield Jr., Christian. Dean, 55, 58, 55 from McCollum. A couple guys with 44, and just dips from there. You got your sacks. I see 16.5 from Vea, which is awesome. 5 from Tryon Shoyinka. 4.5 from Braswell. A couple guys with 1.5, and several guys with 1. Interceptions, a bunch of guys with 2, and a few guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. Nice. All right. Time to get into simming. So we're going to hop onto the Super Sim, see if we can beat the Cowboys. Let's find out if we can. Right, so here we are. Wild card matchup. Can we beat the Cowboys? Let's jump forward to the end of the game and find out. First blood will go to them. They're up 7-0. We can't tie it up. We're actually down by 14 in the second quarter, and we're going to be down by 17. Going to the second half, it's 17-3. We're going to make it 17-6. Can we get a stop? We can't. They get a field goal. We're down 14, and yet we're going to lose this game. We're getting absolutely destroyed, and we're going to lose it 34-13. Okay. So we made the wild card, and that was it. Okay. Very nice. All right, So there's some room for improvement for sure. Baker would have liked a little bit more, but we'll see what we decide to do. Let's get on to the offseason, try to improve this team for the next upcoming season. But first, we'll see who wins the Super Bowl and go from there. Okay, so we look at the season recap here, and the Ravens beat the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, the NFL MVP. Mike McDonald, Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year was Rashee Rice. Patrick Queen, Defensive Player of the Year, Steelers. Chiefs, Xavier Worthy, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse, Rams. All right, we have a little bit of money to play around with, nearly $47 million. There's really nobody here that's like I'm needing to re-sign. I mean, I guess we could re-sign Gaines if we want, and this should get it done, and that's fine with me. As for everybody else here, I mean, it's nothing that crazy. I mean, we could throw KJ a contract. This should work. And then everybody else is kind of just like, yeah, if you want to walk or test, you can test. I mean, Glowinski, we could keep him around, I guess, as like a backup right guard. Guy, he wants to test. That's fine. All right, so yeah, we're just going to go to free agency. Everybody else here is just, we could find replacements for them fairly easily. So let's advance on to said free agency. We don't even need to restructure anybody's contracts, I don't think, right this moment. So I think I might just outright sign some guys and see what happens. Yeah, we need a left guard. We need some guards. So let's try to get some guards in free agency if there's anybody out there. If not, we'll probably have to trade for some. All right, so let me show you this free agency recap. I didn't restructure, didn't really need to. I did make some signings. We got ourselves Brandon Scherff to be our new right guard. Hilton, picked him up as a new another corner. Xavier White, middle linebacker, and then Isaiah Wynn, left guard. I don't mind the signings. It's small improvements here and there for positions of need. We're going to go to the draft. We have a first-round pick, so let's see if we can get somebody with it. All right, so we're advancing to our pick, and it's pick number 20. We're going to make a selection. Not sure who is out there for us, but we're going to pick somebody. I could go with a corner. I could go with a wide receiver like Kasim Quick. Out of, what was he at, Penn State? Yeah, we're not going to go with that. What do I need here? That's on mark 3+. A left end. Do we have that? We have Keenan. Mitch Keenan out of West Virginia could work. I think that's who I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Mitch Keenan. So we're going to pick him up for the team. He's a C. Okay. We'll fill the rest of the roster to the draft. Let's see who else we can get. We'll go from there. Recap. We'll show you guys who we picked up. Obviously, we got the left end right there, but we also got ourselves a few corners, another tight end, middle linebacker, and a defensive tackle. So overall, pretty solid draft. Let's head on to the second season and see what kind of improvements we've made. The second season roster. Let's take a look at it. So quarterback still Baker Mayfield. Halfbacks got White, Irving, and Tucker. Fullback nobody. Wide receiver got Evans, Godwin, and Palmer. Top three guys. Tight end Cade Otton's gonna be our tight end. Left tackle Wirfs. Isaiah Wynn left guard. Center's gonna be Barton. Right guard Brandon. Right tackle's Luke. Left end's gonna be Logan Hall. And then we have right end Kalijah Cansey. Day is gonna be our defensive tackle still. Tryon Shoyinka, left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, Levante David, right outside linebacker. We've got Yaya Diaby, corners, Dean, Hilton, and McCollum, top three guys. Free safety, Winfield Jr., strong safety, Whitehead. Kicking is McLaughlin, punting is Camarada. And yep, there are our pick situation right there for the next few seasons. Very nice. All right. I'm going to look for the improved team, so let's do that right now. See if we can get. And are there any fullbacks out there we could pick up? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Left ends. Nope. So I think we're fine. We do have cap room, which is nice. I'm not over the cap this season. 18 million. So there's some room to play with here. If we wanted to get like a nice player, I could get another wide receiver. Maybe I'll look at the mid-season point which is where we'll simulate to if I want to trade for one. But for now, I think I said I'm just going to probably keep the team as is. I mean, could this get me a really good wide receiver? Maybe. How about Jamar Chase from the Bengals? And if I threw you another first-round pick? And if I threw you a third first-round pick? Okay, this is doable. I can get Jamar Chase. And I think I will. Because I'm going to throw in a second-round pick. And then also I want some low picks from you guys. So you give me your fifths and sixths as well. Okay. This is doable. This is very doable. I'm going to get Jamar Chase on my team now. We'll throw a second. All right, and I'll throw you a third. I don't care. I'm not going to throw you my third round pick this year, but I'll throw you a third round pick in 2028. Okay, I'll throw you my third round pick this year. Final offer. All right, and then I will get rid of these 6, and then we'll just turn them into 7s because you have extra 7s, and that should get the job done. Okay, or it won't. Fine, no 7s. Okay, fine. 2 fits and a 6th and a 7th. And then one less 5th. And then one less 7th. And then one less 6th. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Oh, this is turning way too far. Okay, 2 7s, fine. That should work. Boom, Jamar Chase coming over. Alright, I'll see you guys at the midseason point. Well, we're sitting at 4-2 in the NFC South. Pretty solid. Again, I like where our team is. And this is, by the way, that's why I don't show trades when I'm doing my trades, because a lot of stuff goes on there. But yeah, Baker Mayfield, great season. 1,803 yards, 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 75% completion percentage, 122.4 pass rating is awesome. White's at 269, 3 TDs, 90 and 2 from Baker, 61 from Bucky. In terms of receiving, Mike Evans, 477, 4 TDs, 463 and 4 from Jamar Chase. Chris Godwin, 434 and 7, 201 and 1 from White. Cade, 179 on the rush. Blocking's been great, only 5 sacks led, Worth with 4 and 1 from Barton. Everybody else has been great. In terms of tackles on the defensive side, White with 32, a couple guys with 25, a couple guys with 24, 23 from David, 22 from Vea, 20 from Dean. It just dips from there. Sacks, 3.5 from Vea, 3 from Gaines. A couple guys with 2, a couple guys with 1.5 sack there from Jamal Dean. Just 4 interceptions of the team. White with 2, a couple guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, punt return. So the team's doing well. I think we can make the playoffs again. We have some talent. I will say this. Jamar Chase must stay on my team. At any... there's no way he shouldn't. This should be fine. Okay, good. Give him a little less on the bonus, but he re-signed. Yeah, White obviously can't afford unless I do my restructuring. I think we have some guys with options. Yeah, there's 2 other guys here that we'd like to keep around, I would say. Some guys that I don't really care about. Yeah, Kansas dealing with an option right now. Jose Ramirez is in the wrong sport. You should be playing baseball for the Cleveland Guardians, but I guess because they have a bye and they're automatically ALDS. Although they will be playing. Are they going to play against the Tigers? I believe so. Yeah. They get the Tigers, I think. So, cool. All right, let's advance on. See you guys at the playoffs, which is what we should be in. This is a big matchup right here against Panthers this week, by the way. So hopefully win it. Their rankings. It's out in the playoffs, so shout out to EA Sim Engine for that one. Did we have injuries? Maybe. But 8-9 is not very good. I could have big playoffs, so clearly had a terrible second half of the season. Baker Mayfield wasn't the problem, though. 39 TDs, 17 interceptions, 110.2 pass rating, 74% completion percentage, 4,715 yards. That's really good. White, 72 and 7, 265 and 9 from Baker. Bucky, 166.5. I feel like I wanted better running back. I mean, White's fine. It's just, I don't know. Maybe we needed more dynamic running back. Who knows? But, Jamar Chase missed a game. That's why. Chris Godwin, 1,160 yards, 13 TDs, 1,142 and 9 from Chase. Evans, 1,136 and 10. 522 and 2 from White. Okay, so you're actually pretty well on the receiving end. Cade, 519, 1 TD. Maybe you need to get a better tight end. Palmer didn't play as much, obviously, once we made those trades. Sacks allowed, 8 from Wirfs. Luke with 5, 4 from Mock, 3 from Barton, 2 from Scherf, from Kai. Tyke Smith, leading in tackles, 77, 72 from Whitehead. Vontae David, 70. A couple guys at 68, a couple guys at 66, 65 from White. Veo, 62. 47 from Braswell, 45 from Clark. Dips from there on the tackles in terms of sacks. 8.5 from Vea, Braswell 6.5, 3.5 from Cansey, 3 from Gaines. Tryon, Shoyinka 2, 1.5 there from a couple guys. 1 from Diaby, aka Yaya, and several guys with half sacks. Interceptions, 4 from White, 3 from Hilton, a couple guys here with 2. Chase on the kicking, Camardo on the punting, kick return and punt return right there from these guys. How do we kick? Not bad, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. So, yeah, clearly did not have a great second half of the season, obviously, missing out on the playoffs. Our defense was pretty terrible. Offense was pretty solid except for rushing. But, yeah, defense needs to improve. We were pretty bad on defense. So, all right, let's see who wins the Super Bowl. We got to go to the offseason, try to improve the team, restructure some contracts, and add some more talent to this team. All right, so let's see who won the Super Bowl here. Battle of Texas, and Dallas wins. Dak Prescott, Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes, the NFL MVP. D'Amico Ryan was the Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, Ravens. Lamar Jackson. Defensive Player of the Year was Myles Garrett. Jalen Milroe, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Giants. Defensive Tackle, Freddie Dawkins was Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Dolphins. On to the third season we go. Let's do it. We have some money to play around with here before we have to restructure. Gansey obviously has an option, so we're going to accept it. We'll try to get back White. Might as well. This should get the job done there, and it doesn't. Okay, I should have offered him more money, so I guess I could franchise tag him or just let him test. It doesn't really matter which one I do. Hopefully that works for Christian. It does. Luke. Let's get Luke back. That should hopefully get the job done. It does. And this is all before restructuring. Throw Mike Evans a contract. Might as well give him a 3-year deal. That should work. Yes. Cade, we can throw you a contract. Except we can't because now we're over the cap with you. Logan Hall, sure. We'll throw you a... Nope. Can't throw it. I can't throw him either, honestly. Nope. Never mind. Jake. You can stay around there, right? Yeah, there you go. Give him a little extra because I like him. He's a nice guy. All right. Let me restructure some contracts, and then we'll have enough money to improve the team through here and also through free agency. Time for me to add some free agents to this team. I got to make sure I can re-sign White, but let's try to see if we can get who we need to join this team. Like, that's what it comes down to, you know? Like, what kind of talent can we get to improve the squad? So let me look around free agency and see if there's anybody out here that I want. All right, I signed everybody I wanted to sign, so we can look at the free agency recap. And I re-signed Rashad White. Got Kyle Juszczyk into the fullback. Then we got Drew Tranquill, right outside linebacker, and a middle linebacker, and Alex Singleton just to pick up for the team. Nothing crazy. I'm probably going to show you guys the draft recap since we're on the first round pick. I'll make a trade before the season starts just to see if we can add some more talent. But for now, this is going to be the squad. So let's take a look here. I'm going to simulate to the draft. I'll show you guys the recap, then we'll go on to the third season. The draft recap here. So this is we ended up getting nothing crazy, but just some more pieces here. A couple receivers, a couple defensive ends, defensive tackle, and an outside linebacker. Or just a linebacker, I guess. Left outside linebacker. All right, let's head on to the next season. I'll show you guys the team, and we'll see if there's a trade out there that we can make before we start simulating. And we'll take a look at the roster that we have right now before any trades and stuff. So we still have Baker Mayfield as our quarterback. We'll see what we decide to do about that. Rashad White's going to be our halfback, same with Irvin's. Fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. Is he from Harvard? Yeah, smart guy. Jamar Chase, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, top 3 receivers. Tight end's going to be Cade Otton. Left tackle, Tristan Wirfs. Left guard's going to be Isaiah Wynn. Center's going to be Barton. Right guard, Scherf. Right tackle, Luke. Left end's going to be Logan Hall. Making sure the game isn't frozen. Recording isn't frozen. Elijah Cansey, right end. Defense tackle Vea is up there as our top guy. Left outside linebacker Tryon Shayinka. Middle linebacker Kazir White. Olsen's up there too. He's improved tremendously. Yaya left at right outside linebacker. Tranquil up there as well. A lot of pretty good outside linebackers right there. Corners Dean, Christian, and Bates. Top 3 corners. Free safeties Winfield Jr. Strong safety Tyke Smith. McLaughlin's kicking. Punting is Camarda. And that's our pick situation. We do have another first, 2029. Like I said, I might look to make a move right this moment. And just, again, like I said, to improve the team. We'll see who's out there. We have some room. I mean, I could try to get a QB. Not to say that I don't like Baker Mayfield. You know, I don't mind Baker Mayfield. But, I mean, if we can get a better QB right now, it's worth it. Done deal with the Patriots. I traded for Drake May. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and a 4th. I traded away Baker Mayfield. 3rd, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Reason I'm doing this, I feel like Drake's going to be better. He's going to improve. He's less expensive than Baker Mayfield. So that's, I think, good. He's going to be expiring. So I figured, let's just trade him. Let's just get rid of him and get a new QB. So I'm happy with that. Let's see how this team does in this 3rd season, and we'll see what happens. Take a look here, and yeah, we're 5-2 right now. For those that are curious, we're playing pretty well. Panthers is 6-1, but we're having a great season so far. I like the way we've been playing. 13 guys of negotiation. We'll take a look at the stats, see what that's looking like. So Drake is doing okay. I mean, you know, 1,550 yards, 13 TDs, 5 interceptions, 68% complete percentage, 96.7 passer rating. Works for me. I mean, don't worry, Baker Mayfield was playing well. It's just that, like, he's less expensive. So, Rashad White, 427 TDs, 129, 1 from Drake. Bucky Irving, 124 and 1 on the rush. Receiving-wise, Chase, 588, 4 TDs, 313 and 3 from Chris Godwin. Mike Evans, 243 and 3, 191 and 1 from White on 116 and 1. In terms of blocking, 5 sacks allowed from Wynn. Barton with 3, 2 from Wirfs, a couple guys with 1. Defensively, Kazir White, 47 tackles, lead the team, 36 from Bates, 35 from Olsen, Jamal Dean, 33, 24 from Joe Tryon-Shinka, Tavea with 23, standing with Logan Hall, Chris with 21, 20 from Tyke Smith, dips from there. You got your sacks, 3.5 from Hall, Raswell 2, 1.5 from Vea, a couple guys here with 1, a couple guys at half sacks, not too many sacks so far. And then in terms of interceptions, a couple guys 2 and a few guys with 1, 7 as a team. Kicking, punting, kick and punt return right there. And like I said, team's doing pretty well. Now we have some negotiations. Curious to see what the contract situation's looking like. But there are your team rankings. Not bad. You know, they're okay. All right, negotiations. What do we have here? A little bit of money to play around with. Jamal Dean, might as well re-sign you. Give you a little 3-year deal. That should work. It does. Vea's probably going to be too much. Yep. Can't afford him. Trey Palmer. We'll throw you a contract like this. That should work, and it does. Who else is up for free agency? Diaby. That should work. It does. And anybody else here that it's worth re-signing right now? Sure, McLaughlin. Drake's got an option. Barton's got an option. I guess Cody. We'll throw you in a contract. Very nice. Is there anybody else here that needs to be re-signed that I want to re-sign now? Gaines. It's too expensive. I think we just kind of keep the team as is. I mean, Scherf doesn't want to re-sign, it looks like. I mean, McLaughlin maybe. 2-year deal with that. Bump up that bonus and you'll sign. Okay. How about... No. I will not bump up that bonus. How about you make some more extra points and field goals? Then we'll talk about improving your bonus. All right. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Let's see how this team shapes out to be. Some way we missed out on the wild card again. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. Okay. What the hell? I guess injuries killed us. What the hell? Second half of the season, we were terrible. That's odd. Let's take a look here at the stats then and see what the story is, because clearly To me, it doesn't make sense. Drake did not do that great in the second half of the season. 28 TDs, 16 interceptions, 92.9 passer rating, 67% complete percentage, 4,022 yards. White, 911, 7 TDs, 347, 3 from Drake. Bucky, 194 and 4. Missed a couple games. Jamar Chase, 1,084, 7 TDs, 878 and 5 there from Godwin. He missed a game. Evans, 749, 635 and 4 there from Otten. Just dips from there. Blocking, a couple guys at 7. Sacks allowed, 6 from Wirfs, 5 from Barton, 4 from Scherf. On defense, Olsen, 90 tackles, 81 from White. Dean, 72, as well as Christian, 71 from Tyke Smith. Jamar Bates, 68, 63 from Tryon Shanka. Braswell, 57, 54 from Winfield Jr. Hall with 44, dips from there. Sacks, 7 from Tryon Shanka. Cansey, 6.5, 4.5 from Braswell, 4 from Hall, 1.5 from Vea. A few guys with 1. Half sack there from Smith. Interceptions, 5 from Christian, 3 from White, 2 from Olsen, a couple guys with 1. Kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return as well. So yeah, definitely a very strange second half of the season, going 4-6 the rest of the way. Kind of a joke in a way, some might say. Somehow Carolina 12-5. Okay. All right, so yeah, obviously, yeah, very disappointing ending to that season. So there's definitely going to be improvements that need to be made. We're going to have a lot of cap room, I'd say, looks like. I mean, we'll see what happens, but definitely a disappointing way to end the season. Got to be able to make the playoffs. Hopefully next year and the year after. These next 2 seasons, we've got to make it, especially next year. Got to make the playoffs next year. Super Bowl was the Chiefs and the Cardinals, and the Chiefs beat the Cardinals. Patrick Mahomes, NFL MVP, was Dak. Torres, Coach of the Year, Panthers. Josh Downs, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson. Judge, Titans, Offensive Rookie, Defensive Rookie, Brian Saunders. Panthers, defensive tackle. All right, let's head on to the offseason and improve this team for the 4th season to come. So we have some guys that we want to re-sign. A couple guys on options. Drake, we're going to accept. Barton, we're going to accept as well. Vea, we want to keep him around. This should do it. And it does. And again, we're going to have to restructure as well. Chase, this should get you to come to my team. Okay, you know what? We can get a better kicker, honestly. It's fine. And then DJ James, I mean, if you want to just stay on my team, sure. All right, yeah, we don't need anybody else here. I mean, if I wanted to keep Ezerim, sure, I could. Yeah, but he wants to test. That's fine. I could franchise tag him, but for $27 million for a 67 overall, I'd rather not do that. All right. Yep, let's head on to free agency. I'll probably restructure contracts so we can add some more talent, especially if the class is really good. Is not very good. Not very good. Okay. I guess we can keep McLaughlin as well. I mean, might as well just re-sign him to what he wants, given to his demands. But, yeah, I guess we could see who we can add. But there's really nobody here that's ruffling my feathers, so to speak. Let's view the free agency recap. We did make a lot of signings. It wasn't like too crazy of a class, but I feel like we did a pretty good job. We got Matthew, free safety, just to back up. Another defense tackle on Jonathan Allen. Re-signed Chase McLaughlin. Matt Milano got him. CJ Mosley. James just the 4th. Titus Howard. And then Antonio Johnson. So some okay pickups. I don't mind it. I don't mind. I think it makes our team a little bit deeper, but will it make us make the playoffs? Well, all to find out is to go to this 4th season, but we do have the draft, so let's take a look at who we draft, and then we'll head on to the 4th season. Right. So the recap, for those that are curious, here it is. Some pretty good picks. Some wide receivers, tight end, another tackle, strong safety and a halfback, guard, right guard as well there. Nobody too crazy, but just going to add more talent to the team. Let's see what happens in this 4th season. I'll see you guys on some there. Season, the roster is looking like this. If we take a look, I will show you what it's looking like. Quarterback's going to be Drake, halfback White, also Irving and Archibald. Fullback Kyle Juszczyk, wide receiver you got Jamar Chase, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans, top 3 receivers. Palmer might take over though for Mike Evans getting up there in age. Tight end we got Cade Otton still, left tackle Tristan Wirfs. Isaiah Wynn, left guard. Barton's going to be our center. Right guard's going to be Cody. Luke's still our right tackle. Left end's going to be Logan Hall. Right end's going to be Kalijah Cansey. Defensive tackle Vea. Tryon Shoyinka is our top left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, we've got Everett Olson now is our top guy. Right outside linebacker, Matt Milano. Corners, we've got Dean, Christian, and Bates, top 3. Free safety, Winfield Jr. Strong safety, Tyke Smith. Kicking is McLaughlin. Punting is Camarda. And there's your picks. Let's pause and take a look. So this is the team for the 4th season. Can we be better than the past few seasons? I hope so. If we look at the improved teams, is there anything that we could potentially, improve on? If we look at the rankings, I mean, I'd say overall are pretty solid. I don't think there's anybody per se we could get. I mean, John Simpson from the Seahawks. Could afford him. Can I get him for a right outside linebacker? We do have a few. We could throw Drew Tranquil in there. They might be interested in that, honestly. Straight up. And it's a done deal. All right, so we got Simpson straight up for the Seahawks. That works for me. So I think that improves our team a little bit. Get ourselves a slightly better left guard. The right guard spot. Everybody there is good. Left end, anybody that we might want to acquire? I think I would say no. Strong safety, what are we looking like there? I think we're okay, yeah. Let's just keep the team as is. I'll see you guys at the midseason point. Right, so we are currently sitting at 7-0 at the midseason point. So the team's playing really great. Let's take a look at the stats. And as you can see, Drake is having a great year. 1,907 yards, 17 TDs, 4 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, 111.5 passer rating, which is awesome. Rushing wise, 379 and 3 from Rashad White, 135 and 1 from Drake. Irving, 128 and 4. In terms of receiving, 574 and 4 from Jamar Chase, 508 and 7 from Chris Godwin, 285 and 2 from Mike Evans, 215 and 1 from Cade Otton, Rashad White with 214 and 1 from his own. Just 5 sacks allowed, Wirfs and Mach, 4 and 1 apiece. Christian on the tackles, 32, 31 from Winfield Jr., Milano with 27, 26 from Dean, 24 from Bates, 22 from Trent Shoyinka, and it kind of just dips from there, as you can see. Sacks, a few guys 3, a few guys 1, a couple guys with a half sack, and then you get interceptions, a few guys with 2, a few guys with 1, 9 apiece, 9 for the team. It's kicking, punting, kick, and punt return as well. And love the way we've been playing. We've been playing really good. So let's take a look at the team rankings real quick. And as you can see, they're really good. We're basically top 10 in everything except for rush yards, but we have the advantage over everything in the Commanders this week, so if we can beat them and stay undefeated. But we do have some negotiations. I don't know if we have cap room. The answer is we don't. So we're going to have to do some restructuring once we get to that point. Anybody on 5th years? Just Mitch Keenan. Okay. So that's it. All right, let's head on to the playoffs. Something that we should be able to make. So since we can't do any moves, we can review this offer here for Braswell. If they're been good, they don't really like any of these moves, I don't think. We're more in a 7th. Doesn't really help me. Nope, we're gonna keep the team as is. All right, let's head to the playoffs. We should be pretty good. I'll see you once I'm there. All right, a wonderful season, 16-1. We have a bye, which is awesome. And this is the season that we got to win it all, hopefully. So you saw there, we get the bye. Let's take a look here at the stats on the season for everybody. Drake had a wonderful year, 4,732 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions, 71% completion percentage, 9.7 passer rating. Rush-wise, White, 841, 10 TDs, 313 and 2 from Drake. Bucky Irving, 245 and 6. In terms of receiving, Chris Godwin, 1,278, 18 TDs, 1,222 and 10 from Jamar Chase. Mike Evans, 647 and 7, 557 4 from Cade. Okay, and dips from there. Get your sacks allowed. 7 from Wirfs, 4 from Luke, a couple guys with 3, and a few guys with 1. Defensively, 75 tackles from Christian, 67 from Jamal Dean, 63 from Winfield Jr. A couple guys here with 60, 57 from Matthew. Bates, 53, 50 from Milano, 47 from Vea, 46 from Olsen. Dennis with 37, 28 from Luke. Well, 20 from Luke. Kind of dips after those guys. 26 from Cansey, 24 from Allen. Braswell, 23, 20 from Johnson. Clark with 10. terms of sacks, Tryon Shoyinka had 8, 5.5 from Bea, Cansey 3.5, 3 there from Dennis, a few guys with 2, 1.5 there from Olsen, a few guys with 1.5 sack there from Christian, 4 interceptions from Christian as well, 3 from Antoine, a few guys with 2, and then 1 there from Matt Milano. Cookie. Matt Milano. Milano cookie. I want a Milano cookie. I don't know why. I just want a Milano cookie. Alright, so let's go to the divisional. That's where we are. Let's see if we can win it. Doesn't matter who the matchup is. I just want to win. So let's do it. Their overalls are better than ours. We're tied on offense, though. Better record, home field advantage, better rankings. The only thing we're not is rush yards. Top 5 in everything except rush. We're 24th. They're 19th. That's their only advantage. We got them in everything else. So hopefully we can beat them. We'll see how talented our team can be. Let's hop on to the playoffs and hopefully win. So here we are going to the Super Sim against the Cowboys. We're hopping on in. Let's do it. Super Sim, fast forward to the end of the game. Here we go. First blood will go to us for 7-0 in the first quarter. They're going to tie it up, 7-7. Going to the second quarter, we take a 14-7 lead. They tie it up quick. And going to the second half, we're going to be up by 3. They tied it right away. They take the lead in the second half. They're up 31-17. Shout out the EA Sim Engine. 31-20 now. We're down 11. Got to get a stop here. We don't. Shout out the EA's piss poor sim engine. It's been losing 38-27. Again, shout out the EA's piss poor sim engine. How do we go 16-1 lose to a team like this? I don't know. 9-8, and we lose. Doesn't make any sense. Got to make it make sense, EA. Got to make it make sense, but it doesn't. So, Dak is having a field day with us. 5 TDs, 308 yards, 92.9 completion percentage. What the hell is our defense doing? Just not playing any defense? Apparently not. So that's not going to work. We have one more season, and yet we've been very futile. We've had some good regular seasons, but we've been embarrassing in the playoffs. Very strange. Very strange game design. Packers and Bills. Bills beat the Packers in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen, Super Bowl MVP, and NFL MVP as well. Todd Bowles, Coach of the Year, our coach, 16-1. All the way to lose in the divisional. Rashee Rice, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, Andrew Knight, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Paige Leach, Joel Ingram, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Commanders. All right, for the final season, here we come. For the final season here, we got to look at the negotiations. So this is the fourth and final off season. We are over the cap, so we're going to have to re-sign some guys. We just need to get better somehow, some way. I'm not a big fan of the way our team has been playing the playoffs. We've been struggling. So we're going to have to try to find ways to get better. Starting off here, we're trying to re-sign guys, obviously, and then try to add more talent on the team. Might have to do some trades, get some picks, try to add some young guys. But first things first, let's free up some money so we can re-sign some of our players that need to be re-signed. Hopefully, at the very least, or franchise tag them, and then it's probably just going to have to be through the draft. I feel like we're not going to be able to free up enough cap, but we'll see where we are and who we can keep. The only thing I could do is franchise tag Winfield Jr. had re-signed. Tyke Smith, that's it. Everybody else here is going to have to walk. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Time to make trades then, I guess. We'll advance to free agency. You're going to be losing a lot of guys here, a lot of talent. So we'll just try to get some, I guess, rookies in the draft just to fill out the rest of the roster. Kind of tough, but what are you going to do when you don't have cap room? That's the problem. But let's just try to see if we can, like I said, consolidate some picks. We do have some picks here, but let's see if we can maybe get some more. First deal there with the Chiefs. 5th, 6th, 2 7s this year. Trading away 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th next year since they're not going to be useful for me. All right, a done deal here. First, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th to the Panthers. We're getting their 2nd, 6th, and 7th round pick this year. All right, a 3rd and a 7th round pick from the Vikings. 2nd and 3rd from us. So thank you, Vikings. That's it from me. I'll show you guys the draft recap, the picks we make to round out the team, and we'll just head on to the 5th and final season. For those that are curious, so here it is. As you can see, we got some good players. Cutler, Lamb, pretty solid pieces that could help us contribute. We need a left guard anyway, so that's helpful since we lost a lot of left guards. Got a couple linebackers as well. All right, I mean, is this team good enough to make the playoffs? I hope so. The problem is we just have to actually be able to do something in the playoffs. Let's see if we can. I'm going to head on to the 5th and final season, check out the roster, and then we'll go from there. 5th and final season. Let's take a look at it and see what the story is. Drake's going to be our QB. Halfbacks got White, Archibald, and Irwin. No fullback. Wide receiver Chase, Godwin, and Mitchell. Top 3 receivers. Tight end's going to be Cade. We've got left tackle Tristan Wirfs still. Jeremy Cutler, left guard. Center is Graham Barton. Right guard, Cody, still our right guard. Right tackle, got Luke still. Left end, Mitch Keenan. Right end's Jack Kemp. Defensive tackle, Vea is still here. Tryon Shoyinka, left outside linebacker. Middle linebackers, Everett Olson. Right outside linebacker, we've got Damon Clark. Yaya is still there, too, backing him up. We've got Dean, Christian, and Bates, top 3 corners. Free safety, Winfield Jr. Strong safety, Tyke Smith. Tykeisha. I'm kidding. Kicking is Chase McLaughlin. Punting will be nobody because we don't have a punter. So the game will just give me a punter. So that's it. Let's see what happens. I'll see you guys at the midseason point. Hopefully this team is playoff bound again, but only to find out to simulate. So like I said, I'll see you then since I'm over the cap. Can't make any other moves. All right, so we are once again a great start to the season so far. Top 10 in every category. 7-0 again, so we're playing really well. But again, it won't matter unless we do well in the playoffs. I mean, Drake, 1,806 yards, 19 TDs, 5 interceptions, 70% completion percentage, 169 passer rating is really good. White's 406, 3 TDs, 171 and 2 from Archibald. Drake 150 and 3 on the rush. Receiving 47 and 4 TDs from Jamar Chase. Chris Godwin 425 and 3, 301 and 3 from Cade, 265 and 5 from Trent. Mitchell, which is cool. Blocking, a few guys with 2 sacks allowed, 1 from Luke. Overall, pretty good. 36 tackles from Olsen, Clark 35, 28 from Dean, Bates 25, couple guys here 24, couple guys 21. Sacks 4.5 from Vea, 2.5 from Tryon Shoyinka, a bunch of guys with 2 sacks, 1 from Keenan. We gotta go back to interceptions. I didn't see that. Just 6. Okay, couple guys with 2, couple guys with 1. We got 6 for 7 there. The kicking for McLaughlin. Sam Martin punting, kick return, and punt return. So again, the team's been playing well. Can we keep up the hot streak? Again, this is the team. I can't make any trades. I'm over the cap. So that's the story. You could look at Trade Center. Nothing we could do. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully make the playoffs again. I would assume we will. But we got to do well in the playoffs if we make it. 16-1 in the final game of the season. We lost 52-31 to Green Bay. Had we not lost, we would have been undefeated. But unfortunately, we lost. So it is what it is. 16-1 second straight year. You see the rankings look good. Only non-top 10 is pass yards. We were still top half, which is really good. You see the standings there, full standings. Let's take a look here at the stats. And yeah, Drake. Great year once again. 4,344 yards, 40 TDs, 11 interceptions, 76% completion percentage, 117 passer rating. Rush-wise, White, 913, 7 TDs, 378 from Archibald. May, there, 305. Jamar Chase, 1,342 yards, 13 TDs, 1,077 and 11 from Chris Godwin. 639 and 3 from Cade. Mitchell, 627 and 7. Good stuff. Blocking, in terms of sacks allowed, Luke 7, 6 Cutler, 5 Wirfs, 4 Mock, and Barton with 1 sack allowed. 85 tackles from Everett Olson, 67 from Chuck Clark, Smith 65, Jamel with 64, 61 from Jamar Bates, 59 from Christian, Antoine Winfield Jr. 52, 50 from Joe Tryon Shoyinka, 46 from Vea, 45 from Sanderson, Yaya 36, 30 from Newton, 20 from Kemp, and dips from there. 8.5 sacks from Vea, Kemp with 5, a couple guys with 4.5, 4 from Newton, 3 from Keenan, 2 from Clark, and a half sack there, Johnson. In terms of interceptions, a couple guys with 4, 3 from Winfield Jr., 2 from Christian, a few guys with 1. You have your kicking, you have your punting, you have your kick return, and your punt return. It's that simple. All right, let's. And I'm watching the game, by the way. Not the football game. This is baseball game. So if I look over there, I'm looking at my other monitor because I'm watching the game. All right. Let's see how we fare and who we fare against in the divisional. I'm going to advance there. Let's see what it is. To me, this is a matchup we should be able to win here. Cowboys 8-9. They're not even a winning team this year. We should be able to beat them. I hope we can. one of these seasons got to be, we got to make some kind of deep run, you know? So hopefully this is the year. You can see the only maybe advantage over us in is defense, and then obviously pass yards as well, but we're better than everything else. So hopefully we can beat them. Let's hop onto the Super Sim, and I'll see you once I'm there. So here we are, we're in the Super Sim. I'm hoping we can get this W here to advance on to the championship game, NFC championship game. Let's jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood will go to us. We're up 3-0 on a field goal. Going to the second quarter, we're going to be down 7-3. We're going to take the lead 10-7. We're down 4 going to the second half, down 1. We're going to take the lead by 5. Get a stop, good. It is going to go normal speed here. 11-yard reception, 1st and 10. 11-yard reception. Cowboys might score here. 4-yard rush, 2nd and 6. I'm slowing it down a little bit. You guys a little extra content. 3rd and 5. They get 1st and goal. Looks like they will score here. 4-yard touchdown, Jake Ferguson. And they make the extra point. So with 3:29, we're going to get the ball here. We get a touchback. All right, 3:26. 30-yard line, 6-yard rush, Archibald. 2:39 to go, 2nd and 4. We get a 1st down. Minute 58. And Dallas calling a timeout. Negative 3-yard rush there. 2nd and 13. We're hopping on in with a minute 51. We're up 5. Let's see if we can get some yardage here. We do get a good block. And we're going to get some yardage. Timeout there. 3rd and 4. Dallas has 1 timeout left. If we get a 1st down, we can seal the deal and end the game. And we don't. Shout out to a piss-poor play right there. Honestly, I would just throw it. Why don't you just throw it? All right, well, we have to punt now. Dallas, no timeouts. Punt's going to go out of bounds, and we're going to be at the 17-yard line. Not a bad punt. Minute 37. No timeouts. We're up 5. Let's see if we can stop Dallas. All right, a little short pass there. That's going to be an 8-yard gain. Clock ticks. Dak looking. Oh, could have had a sack there, but didn't. Can we prevent a 1st down? No, we cannot. They're going to get it, but that's all right. Injury. We have an injury. Lucky. Okay, here we go. Dak looking. Gets rid of the ball, and almost a good defensive play right there. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got to pause. 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 You guys can't see. I got to pause. My thing froze. My thing froze. You can't see this. Hold on. My apologies there for that. I mean, you didn't really miss much, to be honest, but I kind of explained what was going on. Sorry for the capture card freezing again. Good thing I picked that up. And that's going to be it, pretty much. They have 1 play. Pretty much going to have 1 play. They'll probably throw this one out. Let's see. Dak, 3 seconds. Just toss it away. Okay, 1 second. Okay, he got 3 yards out of that. Okay. Yeah, this is the final play right here. See what they do. They obviously have to go deep. They need a touchdown here. Dak's not going to be able to get rid of it. Sack. Good job. And we win. Shout out to Sanderson right there, getting a game-winning sack. And we advance to the conference championship. Let's go. We needed that. So shout out to the boys. Defense clutched up there at the end. We got ourselves a 26-21 victory. Let's head on to the next game. Hopefully we can win it again. The Panthers versus the Buccaneers here, which is us. That's who our matchup is. We have the advantage over them in every single category. The only thing they're better at is defense in terms of overall rankings. Let's see if we can get to the Super Bowl here in our 5th and final season. We're hopping on into the Super Sim. Let's do it. Matchup that we have in front of us. Let's see if we can beat these pesky Buccaneers. We're going to Super Sim it. So let's jump forward to the end of the game and see what happens. First blood will go to Carolina, up 7-0. They're going to make it tied up here, 7-7. Can we take the lead? We do, 14-7. Going to the second half, it is going to be 10-14, now 21-10, 21-13, 21-21, Oh, it's an interesting one. 1st and 10. Go normal speed. You get a sack. Take a 12. 3rd and 10. Got to get a 4th down here. We don't. So we're going to force the punt. We're going to have to play some defense here. Oh, no, we don't. Field goal. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought they were going to punt it. 56-yard field goal, which is pretty crazy. Really crazy, if I'm being honest. So, 10-point game. Bryce Young is going to run it and be short of 1st down. 2-minute warning, though, so they don't need to use a timeout. 2nd and 3. Carolina, if they score quick here, is still technically in this game. They get a 1st down. They will call a timeout here. The problem is they're not going to have any timeouts. So essentially what you're going to have to do is you have to do some great things. That's a no timeout there. You're going to let the clock run. Just score quick and then get a stop. And that's not good there for the Carolina Panthers. That will be a sack. And they're going to go and no huddle, letting the clock run down. Bryce looking, finds a man, and they get out of bounds. Don't need to use a timeout. 1st and 10. 22-yard line. Our defense needs to do something. Bryce finds a guy, and that's going to be a timeout there for them. 1 timeout, 11 minute 4 to go. 2nd and 15-yard line. They're in that zone, baby. But we're trying to stop them from getting into that end zone, that is. The minute up. He's looking and throws it out of bounds. 3rd and 3. 59 seconds to go. Again, we're up 10, so really the only realistic way they can win this is if they score here, onside kick recovery. They're going to score? No, they're not. Great D, 4th and 3. They're going to go for a field goal. Okay. Okay, they opt for a field goal. So now they're down 7. And they're going to try to get an onside kick recovery here. I don't hate it, and they didn't get it. Maybe they could force a fumble. They don't, and that's pretty much the game. 1st and 10. We're going to take a knee. They're going to call a timeout, and then we'll just take a knee again, and then we win. So there we go. Final timeout they called, and that's the game. Clock will run down, and we are going to the Super Bowl in our 5th and final season right here, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Just like that, your Buccaneers will be in the Super Bowl. We'll take one more knee, and that'll be that. Here it is. I'm waiting for you to take the knee, and you do just that. That's it. That's it. Oh, we have to punt it and play defense. Okay, never mind. Oh, that's it. Okay, we just kicked it out of bounds. There we go. So we win by 7, and we're going to the Super Bowl. Shout out to the boys. Drake had a great game. Defense did okay. We'll take it. And, yeah, let's go to the Super Bowl. Can we win? Hopefully. Wow, what a Super Bowl this is. Jets versus Buccaneers. Now, Jets have the talent advantage over us. You can see the rankings. They're first in offensive points per game, first in rush yards. That's what they have the advantage in. We don't have the advantage in those, but let's see what happens. It's a good team. It's a good team. They're also, yeah, I mean, their lowest rank is at 15. This is a solid team. This is a solid team. So let's see. Jets versus Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's in Tampa Bay, by the way. See the advantage. Let's hop on to the Super Sim and see what happens. I'll see you once I'm there. Hopefully we can win. Super Sim time. Let's do it. I didn't want to challenge the play. Or to fast forward to the end of the game. First blood, we score 7-0. And we're going to take a 14-0 lead. Second quarter, they get a score. And they're going to take a 14-10 deficit. Now it's 17-10. Third quarter, they're going to... Fourth quarter now, we're going to score. Can they... Oh, yep, game's over, ladies and gentlemen. Game is over. 31-10. 3rd and 5. 4th and 5. Penalty. That's it. 1st and 10. They get a 22-yard reception. 49 seconds to go. I mean, that's pretty much game. We'll hop in. 15 seconds. Clock's just going to run. Jets are going to lose. And we win the Super Bowl in our 5th and final season. Ladies and gentlemen, Let's go. Shout out to the guys. It took us 5 seasons, but we got the job done. We got the job done. We made the necessary moves. I thought we were going to take a little bit of a dip, but we survived. We survived the losses. And the defense was really good. I'm really tired, by the way. I'm sorry about that. I'm very exhausted. All right. Let's see. Yep. Sack. And that's it. Keenan with this game-winning sack. To put the finishing touches on as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the Super Bowl. And also, too, funny thing about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we're playing at home. Wow, what are the odds, right? Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I think that's great. I think it's great that we're at home. Beautiful stuff. So we win it. Yeah, 31-10. I don't know who the Super Bowl MVP is going to be. I don't think it's going to be Drake, but shout out to the defense as well. Only give up 10 points, so that's huge. So let's look at the season recap before we close it out. Yeah, Rashad White was the Super Bowl MVP. Anthony Richardson, NFL MVP. Our coach Todd, coach of the year, deserves it this year. Rasheed Rice, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year was Alfonso Winthrop. Brian Howard, Browns. Offensive Rookie of the Defensive Rookie was Drew Walsh, Texans. Very cool, I guess. Not that it matters since they're never going to exist again. All right, let's go to the full screen. Close it out. Like, subscribe, comment down below some more videos. Go to socials, play the second channel and the main channel down below in the description. If you look at the con for DJP. Yeah, so we have one more divisional team, the Bills. They should be out on Friday, and then I think I might do a double upload and then upload the first NFC team to miss playoffs, which actually would be, well, miss the conference championship, would be the Lions. So Lions would be our next team. Then I think the Ravens, and then the 49ers, and the Chiefs. So only 4 more teams. That's it. And then after them, after the Bills at least, I think, right? Yeah, after the Bills. So 4 more teams. And then we'll do our fantasy draft at some point. I think there's a couple other videos I'll do. And then we'll see what happens from there. But with that being said, I'm going to head on out for now. Take care. We'll see you soon. Peace.